Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. We are playing FarCry Beyond, which I am
super excited about.
I mean, uncomfortably excited about. Here's the thing. If you're a fan of the FarCry video games, which Shira
has no clue about, apparently.
No clue at all. So she's judging this just by the nature of the video of the game itself. For me, if you're a fan of the Far Cry video games, what's the best part ever? What have I watched countless repeat video series on YouTube? That's right, the base takedowns. This is a combination of great storytelling, narrative-driven campaign play with a legacy-style game where we're opening boxes. Before you got to camera, we had to pop the seal on a few things that got everything in front of us that you have here, but don't worry, there's more surprises to come that we haven't even seen yet, and you're diving into a real-time, in a way, or at least a collaborative, like it's collaborative movement. We both move at the same time and can take our actions in any order or sequence, and we can also screw each other up and over if we do the wrong thing at the wrong time. There's no takes-backsies here. And the main premise is, right now, the art of takedown, right? Rushing forward, throwing a dog to bite the leg, punching the guy in the face, firing a shotgun behind your head. I'm really excited. Let me give a preview of what we're doing here, and then we'll start playing the game. So, this is Far Cry Beyond. Shira, we have a bit of flavor text, which I'll give to you in just a moment. Okay. I'll give it to you in just a moment. Don't worry, we're not skipping the story on Quackalope. No one thought we would. No one thought we would.
No one was scared.
The main objective of this game is going to be scenario-based or scene-based events. Right now, we're going to learn that we're stumbling across this gas station, and we need to take down every single one of these armed militia. We have the honored brigadier and the
illustrious gunner. We have our hero characters here, and we're actually traveling as a squad of people. So I'm playing as Butch and Rosie. I'm playing as Big Hand Boris.
But don't worry, we actually have 4 other characters that are kind of set off to the side that we could call forward at any time. And the game is balanced to scale up to, I believe, 4 total player counts, at least in the prototype that we have in front of us, which, by the way, this is entirely a prototype copy. Absolutely. Resin miniatures, so on and so forth, but it's pretty darn good looking. That being said, we are trying to take down these enemies by utilizing the abilities that we all have. Each of us starts with unique stunts, unique weapons, and a series of reaction cards that you can use on your turn or use during the enemy's phase if the card allows or specifies that. Over here with Butch and Rosie, I'm actually playing with a hero and a dog. We have a, what is this, A70 Remington, and I have swap and give a leg up. Now, the core system of gameplay here is going to be simultaneous. That's the word I was looking for earlier, meaning we can both move any number of spaces, take any number of actions, fire any number of shots until we're out of movement points.
We also do interact with each other. He has an ability that throws me literally on top of the counter. So we are going to be interacting with each other, can be messing each other up, stepping in each other's way, but also helping each other at the same time.
And so when we engage with the gameplay, it takes a bit of practice to get up and running. You'll probably see us pause and stumble a little bit, but the actual flow of gameplay should be very similar to those Far Cry video games where both of you
drop down and just start shooting everything around. You drop down, you stomp on people's heads, you shoot this way, you shoot this way, you look behind you, you let a cougar loose. I did watch a video.
She did watch a video. She knows at least about the cougars. Here's the thing. On my player board, I'm going to have a certain set number of movement points. These can be upgraded as you play throughout the course of the game, but right now I'm starting with 3 movement points and 6 health, and my dog has 4 movement points and 5 health, which I need to set up to the top here. When it's my turn, or when it's our turns, the hero's turns, we can activate any number of movement points to move one space, to activate a swap based off of the total cost of that action, or to take any sort of bonus action. Like, for instance, I can let my dog do some extra special abilities. If we move over a location with an item, we'll collect that item. If we move adjacent with a hero, that might change some of the statuses on our card. Like, for instance, I roll a more powerful attack dice if I'm adjacent than if I'm far away. We will take all of those movements together, and then the enemies will react. You can see our 2 enemy boards spread out here, and there's 4 zones for 4 different enemies that could be on the board. In the gameplay, there'll only ever be a maximum of 4 of each type of enemy, so it helps control a little bit for the chaos of setup. Here on the enemy boards, we're going to be dealing and adding damage to each respective zone, and their AI system will work off of how much damage they've been dealt, meaning you have a simplified way to interact and understand how they'd be looking for. Are they hunting for cover? Are they diving directly at you? Are they targeting the weakest player and then running back behind cover to hide? Etc., etc. Up here is going to be the main board. On the main board, you basically have right now a bunch of open action spaces, but then also some heavy dotted lines. That's going to be cover. Cover is going to provide one defensive die whenever you go to attack someone who is adjacent to it, because they could dive down and try to avoid your attack. You might have reactions that can modify that, allowing you to re-roll a die, or you might have a friend who can shove them out from behind cover moments before you fire your shot. The core attacking system in the game, the core fighting system, is going to be built off of a series of escalating dice. These dice have a variable number of hits and misses on them, and all of them translate just like that. It's either a hit or a miss. You'll have cards that upgrade, you'll have weapons that do more powerful shots or weaker shots depending on how you're positioned, and of course you'll have the blue dice with defense marks on it, which has a 50-50% chance of hitting or missing when you have someone that you're fighting behind cover. This is a helter-skelter dive into the world of Far Cry, and I gotta be honest, right now, I am so excited to play through everything in that box.
Let's get started then.
I'm so excited. Okay, I walked into this game thinking IPs make me skeptical.
Yep.
Like, that's how I approach most IP games.
Introduction. Dust Riders. Corn. Kumiko peeks at the bent rearview mirror. Road still empty. The tangy smell of fertilizer fills the car through the cracked window. Wheat. Yuck. Wheat sucks. Useless yellow garbage. Butch, will you shut your gap? She finally snaps. I'm just trying not to focus on the damn smell, kid. You keep driving in silence for a while. Corn again? Hell yeah. This is nuts, gruntins Pam, interrupting whatever obscenities Kumiko was about to shriek. Why would they send us to Nebraska? This place is more barren than my wallet. At least we can agree on that, groans Butch, petting a sleeping Rosie. Kumiko snorts nervously. No, but you see, it is crucial to the future of our country that we do this. We're America's only hope, they said. She steps harder on the accelerator. They even had the gal to give us the hero speech. Just 2 weeks ago, we were the runt of the movie crew litter, barely getting by. If it's like they say, and we are the best they got, well, can't say I'm ready to believe the rest of their crap. Looks like you woke up the big guy, Hunter sighs, putting on his headphones. If I was a Soviet spy, stutters Boris from the back of the car, you best be sure I'm not settling in Nebraska, of all places. Getting worked up won't solve anything, Reese asserts firmly. Kumiko, you should focus on the road. Talking's not so bad after all. It took everyone's mind off the summer heat and the fertilizer stench for a while. You keep driving in silence while the afternoon sun sets. Sometime later, you finally approach something that isn't grain. A service station. Kumiko sighs. Well, seems like we don't have a choice. Let's be good doggies and go say hello. This is the place. She slows down and drives up to the gas pump.
So, that had us open the package that revealed this scene and this little bit of flavor text. Scene 1, an ordinary gas station. As you step out of the car and stretch your legs, an attendant walks over. Hi, says Reyes, hesitantly. How much does a 20 get us? He ignores him and fills your tank. You look over in silence at the sun setting in the distance and hear the station's neon lights flickering, almost loud enough to cover the radio music emitting from a diner of sorts, just beyond the gas pump. Apart from that, it's very quiet, very normal. In the distance, a shabby motel faces the road with most of its windows opaque with dust or hidden behind rusted shutters. You tip the kid, badly, and walk to the nearby shack to pay up. The place seems to be manned by a cashier and a handful of staff. There's no one else there. Figures. You hand over the cash and feign to have a look around. Reyes finally approaches one of the employees at the back of the shop for questioning. So, how's the work treating you? A smile and a shrug. Good start. Lots of customers lately? Same answer. Alright, time to break out the big guns. Some weather lately, huh? Suddenly, y'all end up on the wrong side of several gun barrels. Looks like you did find your Soviets after all. So all we have to do now is murder the Soviets.
Ready?
Sound good?
Yeah.
I mean, don't go too helter-skelter with this. Let's let people follow what we're doing as well. But we definitely are playing back and forth simultaneously. Yeah. Ready, set, go.
Ready, set, go. I'm taking a movement forward.
Oh, you're already moving? All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to send my dog
3.
up. 2, 3, 4. That is all my dog's movement.
I am going to use my weapon, which is a weapon I can... a ranged weapon.
Ooh.
I can hit from 3 spaces away.
And the ability is
1,
if you
2,
hit,
3.
you'll pull that forward.
So, yep, I'm going to hit him with a yellow die.
The loot I got with my dog, it's a
Hit.
hit, nice, is a miniature flag, which is going to gain me 1 movement point.
Damage.
And your next successful hit deals +1 this turn.
Cool. I'm hitting 1 damage to the guy in red over here.
Okay,
And then
awesome.
pull your target 1 space towards you.
So sadly...
Then I am going to use another movement point and take a step forward, setting me up for my next turn, and now I can also roll cover for everyone else. And then I'm going to swing my bat at him because I'm next to him.
Nice.
And another damage to him. What are you going to do?
So I moved up here. My dog got 1 extra movement point, so I'm going to have him back up and hide a little bit. Sadly, I'm not going to get the damage bonus. I also went around the corner here. I'm going to fire my my 870 Remington, which is going to be a yellow dice unless I take 1 more step forward, and I think I am going to take that step forward right to this location. We're looking for a hit. We connected. That's orange, right? No, I rolled the wrong die. Orange is going to be slightly...
Oh, that's yellow.
That's orange. I missed. Okay, so that is going to be a miss. That gun is flipped. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. Do I want to do a switcheroo? No. All right, that's the end of my action.
I'm confused. If a target is at range 4 or more...
Oh, you're right. The first
that.
one was a hit.
The first one was the yellow die.
And if the target is adjacent, roll the plus. I was playing with your other character that had a modifier with a shotgun when you were right next.
Yes.
Thank you for double checking that. I'm doing 3 damage right here to this goober.
Wrong one. We can't be firing at the same one. Did I put
Purple.
mine in the wrong one?
You put yours on purple.
I put mine on purple.
There we are. Okay, that resolves all of my actions.
Their
Is that
turn.
all of your... Wait, I actually get to do 1 action here with...
Rosie?
Rosie is going to do Get Loud. If she hits, she will move someone 2 spaces away, and I think I'm going to push this guy. Hit. 1, 2.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, that's going to be it. And we are ready to activate our troops. Our troops are going to activate around this clock based on the color of their base and what rank they are. So rank 3 with the Brigadier is going first, starting with the purple.
He's over there. Who's he?
And when you're actually playing
These
the
are
game,
the baton guys.
you
These
might
are
put
these
out
guys.
green and orange. We didn't yet, but... So, baton guy, purple. He has a movement of 2, so he is actually going to move. Well, now he could target you. 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3. You're actually farther away because someone's in his way. So he's going to move forward. Lame that he doesn't.
Use Rosie's.
Yeah, he doesn't get to reach me. He's going to move forward. He's going to go ahead and roll
A green die.
A green die, looking to hit.
And if he hits, then he gets to roll the.
He did hit.
So he gets to roll an orange.
Which is a damage to me. And orange is
Another
also
hit.
going to be a hit, which is going to immobilize me.
You have Impair now.
Impair is going to be this little knockout token.
They're up here.
Okay. Which means I don't get any movement points this next turn, but Rosie still does. This dude here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. He is going to target me over cover, but I will get defense because he's shooting at me. We need to resolve this guy
Does he
first,
have any
though.
movement points? Is he going to move?
We need to resolve this guy first,
Okay.
though. He's going to attack you.
Yep.
Green die. Go ahead and roll. It's a hit. Go ahead and roll for impair.
Also
We need to murder these guys immediately.
Yeah.
All right, so this guy is going to fire over at me.
Just 1 damage, though.
Which is going to be a yellow die.
Why don't they move closer to you?
So, because they are going to target the closest player, and they have range, so they don't need to move closer.
Okay.
They're going to attack target if able, and then they're going to check if they're under
Because they have
cover.
no damage.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If they're not under cover, they will move to
cover.
But that's about it. So I rolled a yellow, and then I have to roll the black. Okay, at least that missed. So 2 more damage coming over to me. I am going to need some health soon. This is not doing well. And the last guy is going to target the closest player, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to be you.
But I should have cover, right?
You and I both do. I actually need to roll my cover. I don't take those 2 damage. Thank you so much.
I'm rolling what color die? Yellow?
You're rolling a yellow die.
So it hits, but I also get to roll cover.
Miss.
So 2 damage to me.
Oh, wait. Yeah, 2 damage to you. Now you have to roll black to see if you also get a critical hit, which would be 4 damage. You do not. Okay. Now, restore your movement points or discard your stun token if you need. Rosie is actually going to go back up, though, so I can sweep around and hopefully bite someone in the face.
I am just going to... If I pull him into me, what happens? If we collide with each other.
He can't move. So if you pull, I will check the status, but I remember seeing when it was shove, it said reference
Because I have
pull
my chain.
as well. Yep, so if you pull, if there is at least one space between either, the target moves one space closer. If there is a choice of destination, the target follows the path of least resistance. If two choices are equivalent, the players choose a destination. If the pull is interrupted by another character not adjacent to the caster, the character is also pulled, and so on. Whenever a pulled target meets an obstacle or a character who themselves cannot be moved, they stop being pulled and take 1 damage.
So I would damage myself by pulling him into me.
No. You would damage him.
Okay.
If he moves into someone who's immobile,
okay.
You would
I
damage
can't move
him.
because I have no movement points. So
Yep.
I can still pull him into me.
Yep.
That was the question.
And you would just basically headbutt him
Let's
as
see
his
if we get a
face
hit, though. I don't get a hit.
You miss.
And that one, I'll use my bat, though, against him. That's rolling in a pile of tokens.
I'm activating
Miss
a
again.
switcheroo reaction card, which is going to spin this guy around, giving me the loot token immediately. That loot card that I'm going to take is going to be one of these red ammo. Perfect.
I'm going to take a Fool's Gambit. Is this the orange die or the yellow one right here?
That is going to be the orange die.
Okay.
I am going to roll... Nice.
Okay. Deal 1 damage to him, at least.
I'm going to roll for my shotgun first, looking to do damage of 3, which I do, which is going to be almost dead. And then I'm going to have the dog swing around. We're going to bite him, and we still have the American flag, so this should give, the very next attack I do should get +1 damage. So, this is going to be a green die, and he is murdered.
Nice.
The dog kind of chomps away at his bones.
I see that. You came from the back.
I did. Okay, that is going to be...
The annoying guy's probably still going to immobilize me. They take their turns now.
Yeah, that's going to be the end of my action.
Okay.
I don't think there's any... I guess I could... Let me go ahead and activate this ammo.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a shot off of... he's behind cover.
He's behind cover. It's 50-50.
I'm not doing it. I'm leaving my ammo for now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm rolling for him against me. He misses. That's nice.
Awesome. This guy's going to fire at me. I do have cover,
Okay.
which is going to be yellow. That is a hit for 2 damage, but I have cover, so let's check it. Hit for 2 damage.
I'm going to roll for that guy. He's rolling a
And black
yellow.
die. Okay.
He hits. It would be critical.
Ooh.
I'm rolling for a cover. Block it.
Okay. All right. Back up to the swing of things, and I actually get my full 3 and full 4 again.
Yay.
And this time...
All right.
Ooh, here. Wait, look what I'm going to do. Dog's going to step forward. I'm going to spend a movement action to toss
Spending
the dog
my 2 movement to
up
move
onto
forward.
this location.
I'm pushing him 1, 2.
Nice.
Pushing him that way.
Are you able to just push?
Yeah, I have charge. Move 2 spaces in a straight line, pushing any units standing in your way.
I did a leg up with a puppy.
And then I'm going to roll dice against him. My yellow, I'm going to roll that for the chain. I pull him towards me. That does 1 damage to him. And he collides with me, so it takes another damage.
Okay, I'm firing a bullet.
And then I'm rolling my bat at him. And that
nice.
is another
Reloading
1
my ammo.
damage.
There we
That's
go.
2, 4, 6. He needs 2 more damage.
Ooh, I just did 3 damage to this red guard.
And then I'm going to use my movement and pick up this.
Puppy's going to attack as well, doing 1 damage.
Take
American
some
flag is discarded.
attacking loot. Miniature flag. Gain 1 movement point, and your next successful hit this turn deals 1+. Cool. I'll use that next time. I'm out of movement points. Are you ready?
I believe that is my activation. I fired my gun. I reloaded my gun to fire it again. I tossed the dog up onto the rail. Yep, that's going to be it.
All right. He's going to attack me with a green die over there. It's a hit.
It's a hit.
It's 1, and
Roll
then
to see if it stuns you.
That's a...
Immobilize. Okay.
Does not stun me. Just 1 hit.
This guy's going to fire his rifle shot. He's at 4, so that actually changes him. Gain 1 movement once per turn. Target the closest player, which is going to be default the wolf on top here. Check cover, attack target if able, or move to the closest cover. So he's going to check here. He's going to be able to just target the dog, and he's going to stay right there.
Okay.
Because there's not a place that is cover from the dog up top there. He's going to miss. Fantastic.
That one's going to shoot. Who's closer right now? I believe
He
you
will
are.
target the dog, I believe.
The purple.
Yes, but I think...
1, 2. He'll target the dog because you're still over top.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I think he'll target the dog.
So he has no damage, so he's still targeting.
Still a miss. Awesome. Ready to murder him?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Let's finish
Grab
this
my
back up to
movement
4.
points. I am going to charge, move 2 spaces in a straight line. I push against him. He moves to the path of least resistance. If I can't move in a straight line, can I still do it?
Move 2 in a straight line?
Yeah.
I assume you can push him and then stop your movement.
Okay.
That would be my
So
gut check.
I deal 1 damage to him. He takes a damage. Then I'm gonna swing my bat at him.
1 damage up here.
And I deal another damage and he dies. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's dead.
Firing my Remington at this dude over here. Miss.
My chains. Can I use my chains through this?
As long as you're within a range 3, yes, but he would just slam. You'd basically hook him over it, and then he'd slam his head into the drawers.
It's gonna do him damage
yeah,
still.
so it would do him damage. It would actually do him more damage.
So, yellow die. Hit. And then on a hit, put your target 1 space towards you, so he takes 2 damage right now.
Nice.
To the purple guy.
I'm going to ready my weapon with my exploit. Oh, it's going to be to target a moving enemy. I'm not able to do that. I can, though, however, go ahead and do... I can't do Get Loud either. I think I'm out of a lot of good options. I'm just going to start moving.
Alright.
1,
I'm going to stay where I'm
2,
at. I'm good.
3. I'm circling around so that I can chase him down in a second. Okay, ready to activate our enemies?
Why are you... You have to kill this guy.
I do, but the dog will handle that.
Alright.
Maybe.
They roll. Red goes... Purple goes first. He'll be... 1,
I think he's
2.
still targeting the dog.
Dog's still on top? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, let me check the... I can check the status, but go ahead and roll it.
It's a miss anyways.
Yeah, elevated is the key term, and elevated means a ranged enemy will always target elevated characters instead of their usual targets.
Okay.
An elevated character can move to an adjacent space on a lower plane by spending 1 movement point.
I rolled. He missed. And now I'll roll for the red one. He hits.
Okay.
Roll black to see if it's critical.
It's not. So 2
2
damage. Come into the pub. Okay. Let's go ahead and resolve this. So I'm going to fire a yellow shot here at the
I'm using my chains
guy.
against him again.
2 damage. He is
missed,
dead.
sadly.
Now my pup can move 1, 2, 3. 1 action point to loft my pup up here. So that's 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to be able to do...
Move 1, 2, 3.
1 damage
Start moving over there.
to the purple. And I think that's going to be...
That's all I can do.
I still have 2 movement with this guy, though, so I'm going to circle around.
I'm going to move any enemy 1 space in 1 direction. I was going to move him into you.
Well, I already moved.
I see that.
It's too late.
I'm going to use this to move myself 1 space in any direction.
Okay, I have to imagine this guy's not loving the current situation.
Okay.
He's going to target the pup again.
Missed.
Great, awesome. And now I think we murder him.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll for...
roll my chains again.
Miss.
Hit.
Hit.
Deal him 2 damage to
Pulling
the
him
chain because
forward.
I would be pulling him through.
Dog is going to go
myself.
ahead and bite
He's
him.
Purple.
Dog kills him.
Dog kills him.
That's 6.
5. 1 more. Okay, 5.
Nice. That went so much better than the first time we did it.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we have to, after this event is over, defeat all enemies to win, then open envelope 905. Now, I already actually opened this envelope just to see. So this is the only one that I know a little bit of information from. Do you want to read or do you want to look at the fancy stuff?
I'm going to read.
Okay.
So which side do I do first? The rewards or the...
No, do the story first.
Okay. Scene 1 complete. What the hell? Ray's pauses to catch his breath and wipes the blood off his face. That didn't go as planned. That was way too close. They're Soviet, right? Shouts Boris. Look at their papers. I don't need to look at their damn papers, Hunter groans. Just look at this bastard. Everyone looks over to one of the workers in a full military uniform under his overalls. How'd you not notice that? That's proof, Butch shouts, calling Rosie back to his side. We're done. Let's bring the intel back to the agency. I ain't dying in Nebraska. Too late. We got company. You hear tires screeching against the tarmac outside. Through the window, you see headlights heading in this direction. Maybe they're just looking for gas, Hunter sneers. All due respect, muchacho, answers Reyes. I don't think this is the time for jokes. The cars appear in the distance. If we go back to the car, Reyes continues, we'll be face to face with them, and who knows how many there are. There's a back door, Bort Pam. We can head to that diner over there, sneaky-like. Maybe hold our ground there. Choose. Make your stand outside and unseal envelope 903, or head to the diner and unseal envelope 902.
What are you thinking?
Let's head to the diner.
You go to the diner?
902.
Okay, and then on the other side of this, it says reward list. So after we finish each scene, we start upgrading the entire course of the game. We get 3 brand new support loot cards, which are going to be the hand grenade, berserker juice, and the mine. We get 3 offensive loot cards. So we have the soda cans and the bottle. We have 1 weapon mod card, which if we had a pistol equipped, we could actually equip that lucky bullet to it, which would be great. 1 new enemy, Patriot, with its enemy board, behavior card, and 4 figures. So we actually need to find box 909. Let's look at these puppies.
I'm excited. Hand me a knife.
They're under there. Okay.
Yep. I'll show you the puppies.
Put the Patriot board and its behavior card in a plastic bag for later use. Add the new support and offense loot cards to their respective decks. Your team gains the weapon mod card. Use it to upgrade the associated weapon card.
Oh my gosh, look at him! He's got a spiky collar!
Oh, he's so vicious!
Very.
Oh, he's so grumpy.
1.
Wow. I'm scared of this big guy.
Yeah, oh yeah, he does great damage.
Okay, so
Alright, now let me open this, because we're heading to
our
the
lucky
diner.
bullet is an upgrade. These get placed off to the side. And these get mixed into the various loot decks. Awesome.
Let's see if that did it. Perfect.
What are we getting? I love games like this
Lots
that
of
give
stuff
me
to punch
that
for
give
you.
me stuff to explore.
Okay, here you go.
Okay.
This is our new board.
Ooh. Okay. So I'm gonna set these off to the side.
Diner.
If you want to start pulling the board out.
Yeah. Scene 2. Here is, I believe, how you set it up.
Okay.
Set up for 3 to 4 players.
Set up for 2 to 3 is always in the back, or for 2 players specifically.
Scene 2, Jukebox Hero. And then there's more stuff inside.
All right. And I'm gonna clean up my scene a little bit.
Okay. Do not open, do not open, do not open. More do not opens. Alright, here's this for you, and that.
Awesome.
Scene 2, Jukebox Hero. You exit the shop through the back door and head for the diner. Suddenly, 2 vans burst into the station. 2 men barge out of one and unleash a pack of dangerous-looking dogs, while a group of Soviets, equally dangerously looking, step out of the second. They look around, gesture towards different corners of the station, and promptly separate, each group bringing several dogs with them. Should really get going, urges Hunter, crouched behind a garbage container. Strongly agrees, whines Camino through her pinched nose. You progress towards the diner unseen. Once inside, you close the door behind you, and suddenly the building lights up. The jukebox starts blazing loud, rockabilly music, echoed by a speaker outside. Not good. Indeed, every Soviet in sight is suddenly marching towards the diner. Boris warns unnerved. They spotted us! You think, big guy, snaps Butch. Rosie! Rosie looks up. Get ready to scuffle, girl. She barks in approval. Hunter crouches behind a booth, cocking his gun. He spares an annoyed look at the jukebox and sighs. Never been a fan of Elvis.
I like it. The writing in this is really solid.
Nothing more on that side.
Oh, so I'm going to squeeze these loot cards over to the side because we're going to need a touch.
More space.
More space.
See? I like how these all fit together.
Well, I'm figuring that out at the
You have to
moment.
find the right way. Believe. How's it going? Do you see a counter?
Well, it's right here. Counter's right in this location. So it's like this.
Okay. That looks right.
Okay. And then this piece goes
Okay.
there. And then this piece
Tucks right in there.
tucks right in there. Alright.
Okay.
Do you want to get our character set up while
Yep.
I build out some of these tokens?
I need some of those tokens.
Okay.
Who are these characters going? Are these us?
Yeah.
Okay, so then these guys, starting with the red, he will go 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. Doggy's gonna go 1, 2, doggy right here, red doggy. Over there. Doggy 2 spaces away, we'll do purple doggy. One of these guys, we'll do the red one right behind over here.
Got the
and then
blue doors.
More tables. I need a set of 3 tables over here. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I need a table right over here. And then I need a table by this dog. I need 2 more doors back here. The red doors. And then it goes space, purple officer here, and more tables around him.
The tables are going to be these modular obstacles, which I believe can be moved, shoved, switched. I also have buttons. Do we need buttons for anything? Not yet, apparently.
He has a slash mark on him. So it looks like he's standing on a button.
Yeah, he's got a button with him.
I don't see any other buttons, though.
You don't see a red button anywhere?
No one else is slashed.
Okay, maybe there's a red button that pops up down here later.
Or maybe it's on the other side.
Could be. No, not on the other side. We got these cards. You want to take a look at what these are? This is number 803. Maybe we don't open that quite yet. Let's see. Special rules. Blue switch. When adjacent, you make use a context action to open the blue doors. Okay, so we just have to use a action to open the blue switch. New content. 1 game board, the diner. 8 double-sided table flip table tokens. 1 red switch token. 1 blue switch token. 4 double-sided doors. And the Patriot gear card. Instructions. Set the diner game board at the center of the table. Reshuffle the 2 loot decks and the reaction deck and place them next to the board.
Where are we? I need to set us up on the board.
So go ahead and mix back in these loot cards and reaction cards because we'll draw 3 new ones.
Okay.
You could hold on to loot. You could hold on to reactions if you wanted. Okay. Set up the Patriot.
Do I have to give in my loot?
I am not entirely sure because you can keep your action cards. We will vote you can keep it, and then I will double check in just a moment. Set up the Patriot, the Brigadier, and Gunner boards with their behavior and gear cards. Use the map to place all the figures and tokens. Each player draws up to 3 reaction cards. Read the enclosed rules sticker and add them to the rulebook. Okay. So this is part of the way the game expands. We've seen other games do this. Now we could also spend one of our 3 revive tokens if we wanted to swap characters because you don't gain health between each scene either, unless you have something that gives you health.
I still have 10 health.
I still have 3. I feel good about diving into this.
Okay. How vicious are these Patriots?
Well, we have to see. So I'm going to clear a little bit of space here to engage with the Patriot. So the Patriot's action is target the closest player, move towards the target, attack target if able, and I believe his attack card is going to be in that little envelope I gave you.
Okay. I've mixed up the loots. I'm going to do the reactions.
Now remember, we have never opened some of this content before, so we are figuring out some of this as we go, just like you would be if you were playing the game.
Here?
Move. I don't see anything about resetting or like discarding gear, and it told us to reshuffle the action cards and the loot cards, but I don't know that it means we have to get rid of loot that we already had from the last scene. Because we're playing this through like a story.
I would assume I'd be able to carry it with me.
Yeah, I don't think that.
I have plenty of pockets on my friend.
Okay, 801 and 803 are going to be the new rules that we get. So let me see where these go in the rule book. 803 goes right here.
Here's your 3 reactions.
Nice, thank you.
Here's my 3 reactions. What do I have? I can exploit. I can clear shot. I have 2 clear shots. I get extra damage. Ready a weapon. Use it to attack a moving enemy using a downgraded die.
So the first rule we have, Doors. Door tokens have two sides, closed and open. While the door is closed, consider it a wall that takes up the entire space. Once the door is open, it becomes an empty, available space and cannot be closed again. Remove it from the board. Now let me find 801, which I think is going to be about the brand new terrain we just got. That's my guess.
Those tables?
Yeah. Because some terrain is interactable and movable. Where are you, sticker location? 801, context action. So...
I see it.
Nope. Now again, all of this
It's prototype.
is 112% prototype.
It's not possible. Flip a table.
Alright, so...
Once per turn, you may use a context action to interact with your surroundings. Context actions... So you can use a context action to interact with that blue switch as well, it said, correct?
Yeah. If adjacent to a table token, you may flip it.
Table tokens on their flipped side are treated like covers, but cannot be used to elevate anything on them. Move a table, move an adjacent table token upright or flip to another occupied space adjacent to you. So you can flip it, which, what does it look like? Flipped? Okay.
Just flipped upside down?
Yeah. Literally.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah. Still provides cover.
But you can't flip someone on top of it. Versus right now, you can stand someone on top of it. So, but you can probably put someone on top of a flip table versus an unflipped table.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Okay.
Alright, and I put myself on the board. You gotta put your guys on the board.
Yeah, where do I start? You have the sheet over here.
Over there, underneath it.
I start up next to that set of tables. So, we're going to... You're here, and I'll pop in here. Okay, and what is our objective? Objective, open the blue doors, then open envelope 912. Alright.
So we gotta get over here. Interestingly enough, can you flip me onto the table?
Onto the desk there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could probably toss you up there.
Thanks.
And then
'Cause
drop back down.
I'm gonna move around
Okay,
here.
so let's recharge to our full movement, and we'll get started. So I'm going to step over one to the side and use my ability, give a leg up, move an adjacent player to another unoccupied or elevated space adjacent to you. So I need to move 1, 2, which drops me down to here, and then I'm going to pop you right here.
Thank you.
Now, you could spend... Do you want me to... I was going to say...
What does the blue switch do?
The blue switch opens these doors. That's our objective. So
Okay.
you need to kill that guy, and I'll distract them. So I'm going to take another step forward.
Cool.
And I'm going
to start banging away at him.
I'm going to shoot at him too, honestly.
My next attack, I'm going to deal an extra damage.
Nice.
Rolling a yellow die. So 1, 2 damage. And it was my chain on hit. I pulled him one space towards me, so 3 damage.
Nice, okay. And then I'm going to use Primal Yell to push him one space away from you.
Okay.
So he's now back there.
Oh, you pushed him off.
Well, no. You did the damage first, like banged his head, and then I went, ah, and he just backed up.
Cool.
Sound good? He's having a bad day. Then I'm going to fire my gun at him. It's a miss. That's so lame.
Where's he? He's the shotgun guy with
Were there any gear? There was no gear on the ground in here. That's so bad.
I'm going to interact with this blue. Do I have to stand on top of it?
I'd move down, just to be sure.
Stand on top of it using a movement point.
And you're going to do a context action to interact with that?
It's once per turn. That flips these doors.
That was about as quick as we could get into there.
Flips those doors
I'm
open.
a little concerned that there's still a lot of people alive.
I think they're all going to come rushing forward.
Okay, let's see. Open envelope 912.
Okay. We just pause in the middle.
Let's see. I'm curious what is inside this room. Because you know it's nothing good. This is like...
Yeah. Not doing too great with the opening here.
You need help? Were you going down like the tape side?
I was going down the other side before.
You gotta...
I did it.
Okay, you figured it out.
I did.
You kind of got there.
Scene 2.
It took a little bit.
It did.
Scene 2.
Anything
Can you hand me that?
Is there anything
I'll
in
check.
here? Scene 2.
Nothing else.
Jukebox hero. Ha! It opens the doors and more people come in.
Okay.
Objective, open the red doors. And here's the red switch. The red switch is inside. So, one of these guys pops up right in there.
Yep.
And a dog. And that.
Okay. Let's just go straight for the red switch now.
Let's go straight for the red switch.
They did say there's a lot of different ways you could do this. I am really concerned I'm going to get hit bad. I need to do my best to maybe get under cover. So I'm going to take a step back.
I'm jumping down. Action. At least I'm jumping.
You're already down. You're already down.
I am already down.
Yeah, so you're behind cover, which is actually great.
All right, it'll be bad if he continues bashing me, though.
I do.
I'm going to hit him with my bat. He gets 1 damage.
I actually did not have what I needed. I have to stay right there.
I'm adding this clear shot. My next attack will deal 1 extra damage, so he gets 2 damage.
1 hit.
And then, how much more does he need? He needs 6.
I think I've expended.
I'm going to use my miniature. I don't have any more. I can't do it.
You want to fire a shot at him, even though he won't get dodge now because I shoved him back. I'm gonna use exploit.
Okay.
Actually, I can't. I already used a reaction to push him back. I think that's it.
Oh, can you only use 1 reaction a turn?
Yeah.
Oops.
I think that's it. I think that's all I can do.
So then, clear shot. He has 1 less damage.
Okay. All right. Now I'm a little concerned.
Okay.
We're gonna have some dogs fighting. We're gonna have some people fighting. Let's resolve. We start with rank down here. So we currently have 2 of them on the board. Yeah, 2 of them on the board. Red and purple. Purple is going to act first. He's going to move 2 spaces, targeting you.
I think I'm still behind cover, though.
Well, he's only fist. So he has at least 1 more turn before he's going to get to you.
Okay. Nice.
Red here.
This guy?
Is going to beat the dog.
Yep. Oh, so sad.
Roll a green.
And hits doggy for 1 damage.
Well,
roll
let's see.
Orange.
And the dog is stunned. Stunned.
So sad.
Down to 0. 2 health left.
Okay.
Okay.
Did both of those guys. Now, this is the next one. All these shooters. So, in order, how many do we have on the board?
We have 2. One's next to you. One is going to target my big guy. Purple's targeting my big guy. And I am not behind cover. He is. So go ahead and roll. Yellow.
Yellow die. Hit. Critical. Not critical.
I only have 1 health left, so this is bad.
Okay. And then the red guy, he's going to shoot me point blank.
Okay.
In the face. Hit. Ooh.
Oh, no.
It's critical.
That's brutal.
Okay. 5. That was... Deal a critical hit. It just doubles it. All right.
Now the dogs are going to go.
What do they do?
They're going to, on a hit, inflict impair. So they're going to try to restrain us. They're going to try to bite us and hold us down. 1 dog is moving here. 1 dog is...
Do them 1 at a time.
Yeah, so purple moves up. He's going to bite.
You technically would do this guy first. He moves 2, and he can't do anything, right?
Yeah.
He's too far away.
That does successfully bite me, which is going to immobilize me. So I am knocked down, and I have an impair token on me.
Can your doggy revive you?
I am not sure, but I'm going to vote yes.
Because I can't get over there.
I'm going to vote yes. Because how could a dog not revive you?
Yeah.
I think
he's like your face.
He's like a stem pack in him or something.
All right, this dog moves 2, unless the doggy dies.
Okay.
And rolls. Miss.
Blank. But the problem is I'm impaired and the dog's impaired, so dog's not moving. Dog's going to stand right there and fight.
I can't jump up onto the table by myself, correct? You're the only thing that gets me onto the table.
Yes.
And I only have 3 movement. I'm not making it towards you.
Okay.
I'm just going to go press the button.
I mean...
It just said press a button. It didn't say we all had to make it out alive.
Yeah, that's the pathway forward. That's the pathway forward. That or we're going to have to reset and maybe take some new characters in. Like, we'd spend our recharge tokens.
I'm going to do the chains with yellow. Against this red guy in front of me. I miss. I'm going to swing my bat at him.
Ooh.
Hit.
Clobbering him in the head.
He takes 1 damage.
My dog is at least going to bite. I'm going to bite the big guy. 1 damage to the big guy.
Alright, and then I'm going to use my loot, my miniature flag, gain 1 movement point, and your next successful hit this turn deals 1+ damage.
Nice.
I'm going to use 1 movement point, and then a 2nd movement point, And then I'm going to... I had an extra, and then the 2 left I'm going to charge in a straight line. 1, he moves back here.
So that's a wall.
This is a wall? Where's the doorway?
Doorways.
These?
Those, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you could get, like, here, or you could just charge in a straight line and knock him back twice and do 2 damage to him.
I'll knock him back. 1. I don't... He would move this way.
Because
He'd
of
move in the
path of least resistance.
1. And I can't charge in a straight line, so I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to do 1, 2.
Okay.
Come in here.
You're almost there. I just need to hold out a little longer.
And they're going to all take their turn.
You're so close. I just need to... If I can hold out...
Your guys are both going to be dead.
Don't worry, I'll make it.
Okay. They go first.
Okay.
He's going to hit me, the purple.
Yeah, purple's going to beat you a little bit.
With a green die.
Green, don't immobilize her, don't immobilize her. That's fine as long as he does not...
Orange die.
Yeah, miss.
I'm immobilized.
Can you stop that?
I have nothing to stop it.
Oh, no.
Where's the immobilized thing?
It's a little knocked
Headrest.
down. Yeah, like he got clobbered on the head a little
Okay.
bit. Okay.
And that was 1 damage.
I liked our play at the early start.
I did.
But
now
strategically,
now
it's
not
put us in
doing
a bad
so
spot.
great.
Yeah, it's definitely...
Alright. That is that clobber. He's going to hit the dog, the red one.
Yep. Go and roll.
For doggy. 1 damage. And roll, see if the doggy's immobilized.
No,
Doggy's
it's not.
immobilized.
Ooh. Although the
Interesting.
other dog could impair it as well.
Okay.
Which is a shame.
They're gonna go next. He's gonna shoot, target the closest player. That's, I think, me at this point. Purple.
Who's shooting? Purple can only see me. There's walls between you and him.
Okay.
So purple's gonna fire at the dog. The dog does have cover this time, though.
Okay.
So rolling a yellow.
Yep.
Miss. Okay.
Red.
Red is going to target you.
And I'm in the room, so miss.
Miss. And the dog is going to bite at me. Come on. Yes! Okay.
There's 2 dogs. Which dog?
No!
There's 2 dogs there.
This dog, so they treat this like terrain. So that dog can't reach me right now.
Okay.
So that dog would actually probably... I think it would still be targeting me, but it can't reach me.
Okay. You rolled for this dog that was gonna bite your dog and it missed. What about this dog over here?
That dog moves in, and I have not rolled for that dog yet.
It's gonna bite me.
Okay.
1 wound.
It does bite you.
Does it roll an extra die?
Nope. It just all automatically does impair.
It impairs?
Yeah,
I'm
which you already are impaired. I'm going to try to stand my guy up.
Okay, you do it.
Okay, so we're resetting up.
I'm gonna hit some stuff.
Dog is going to move here, and we are voting. Now, I don't know. We'll check the comments down below if we get rules wrong on any of this. I am voting that my dog can use a revive token. He can lick my face, and he can stand me up. Most people don't have pets right now, so, you know, questionable.
I'm gonna use my chains against the dog. Oh, yellow. It's a hit.
I only have 3 health, though.
He does 2 damage. Deal 2 damage to the yellow dog, please.
Yep, absolutely.
And then I'm using my... my next attack will deal an extra damage. 2 damage to the yellow dog.
Yellow dog's gone.
Thank you.
So, if I'm standing up, should I just try to beat some dog? Should I try to go find cover? What's the play here? I could toss my dog up and
Still
send it to
can't
help
do
you.
anything else, though.
I'm tossing my dog up onto the shelf.
Oh, now everyone who's ranged is gonna target your dog.
Well, I'm going to jump down and just get right adjacent to this guy.
Okay.
So the dog pops down. Then I'm going to use the dog to bite or choose an enemy with a range 4.
I can't do anything more.
I'm going to... Watch this. I'm going to get loud, scaring him back 2 spaces.
Cool.
There.
He's still gonna move towards me, though. On his turn.
Can you not move at all, though?
I can't.
You don't have anything that'll allow
No.
you to? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use... I'm going to use my shotgun to fire at this purple dog. So, shotgun is going to be rolling this. That's a hit for 3 damage. Then I'm going to use Fool's Gambit, where I roll yellow again, and if I'm next to it, yes, dog is dead.
Killed purple doggy.
It did.
Nice.
Okay. I think that's most of my actions. I moved 1, 2, got thrown up onto the shelf. 3, 4, I'll step down to try to get in the line of defense a little bit more. And this big guy is just sitting there. He's got 2 more actions that he can take. He's going to move 1, 2, closer to that guy.
Cool.
So assuming that I could stand up, the game has turned a little bit.
Yeah.
I like that this is challenging, though.
Okay.
Because this is not... And we could have taken the puzzle completely differently.
These guys go first. Baton. That one back there.
Yeah.
He's going to try moving. He can't reach anyone.
1.
He's going to hit you. Roll a green die. You do it. I don't roll great black.
Miss.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right. These guys are...
This one's firing at me. I do have cover.
Yeah.
So yellow...
Yellow right here.
Where'd my yellow die go?
Up here.
Yellow is a miss.
Cool.
This one's firing at the dog.
Miss.
Yellow's a miss. That dog is going to attack me.
Green.
Green is a hit. I am impaired.
Yes. However, that's fine. You just keep everyone distracted.
Yeah. Get to the button.
I can't get to the button this
turn.
Because we were saying that I have to be on it. So, I'm not impaired anymore. I have my movement points. I have 3 movement points. I'm going to get in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He's 3 away from me. I am going to use my chains against him before I go.
Okay.
Yellow.
Oh, are you hitting him?
Yes.
Do you have to roll to see if you pull him back?
No.
Okay, yeah, pull him back. I was going to say let me fire my gun at him before you pull him back, but that's fine.
I deal 1 damage and I pull him back.
That's one of those things that the real-time changes.
So
I'm going to fire my gun at the dog then, so I'm going to turn around.
Gets a damage.
Boom, 3 damage to the dog, and...
He's not adjacent to me, so I am now going to run towards the green button. 1, 2, 3. I need 1 more turn to get in here. If you can stave off everybody.
Yeah, well, I just did 3 damage to that dog, so I think that's a good start.
I do think the red button's just going to open these doors, and more people are just going to come in.
No, you shut your mouth.
Okay.
You be quiet, Shira.
That's how these games.
How dare you?
Okay.
Dog is going to attack this red guy. I think we're going to get this. Come on, kill him. Come on, kill him. Dead.
You killed him?
6.
Nice.
Red guy's popped off the board. Dog now has 4 movement left. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, good. I have a protecting.
Nah, I'm going to go 4. I'm going to go there. Because then I can protect from this guy a little bit. I think that's it. That's my action. That's my weapon. That's everything in the bucket.
They're going to go. We still have a baton guy out. Move him 2 steps towards.
He's going to hit the dog.
Okay.
Ooh, the dog has 1 health. Don't kill my dog.
Yeah, roll it.
All right, dog gets knocked out. Now what it says is the dog runs away. We'll come back. He will come back.
So sad.
Okay.
Okay.
This baton guy is going to move 2. I am going to use an exploit, which is going to allow me to ready a weapon and use it against a moving enemy. I use a downgraded die, which my normal die would be a yellow, which has 3 hits on it, 4 hits on it. I go down to a 3-hit orange. 2 damage straight to his face.
To this guy.
A bucket of mud on him. No, it's this guy right here.
Baton guy with baton. 2 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
This guy's gonna fire at me. He's rolling a yellow.
Okay.
It's gonna be hit for 2 damage. Roll the black. Oh, you're right. You're right.
Because you're behind something.
Yes.
No damage.
Okay. And the dog is gonna go after me, which is gonna be a green, looking to immobilize me again. And it will. All right. Still impaired.
Okay.
Okay. You want to go press the button?
Pressing button.
All right. Pressing it. Should I fire my gun at that? You already pressed the button.
Press the button.
You already pressed the button. Open envelope 912. Wait.
No.
Where is it?
I did that already.
Where is it? Where's the sheet?
I gave them all to you.
Don't you start with me.
It's the one that has a tiny little thing in it. Is it this?
Are you sure you gave it to me?
Is it this?
It's that.
Okay.
Open the red doors, then open envelope 913. Oh, it's another small package.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. People come. People coming.
Don't like. It's like, no. You don't get out of this that easy.
Okay, red switch.
Oh, no, I already see.
Escape from the diner. Did you read any of the text on there?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay. Escape from the diner. You hear the barking of dogs approaching from behind you. This place is getting too crowded for my taste. Instructions. Spawn new enemies and exit tokens. Backsides of doors tokens listed on the listed spots. So.
We have 2 more dogs coming in.
These guys go over here.
Dog. We have 2 more guards coming in. Guard. guard.
Yep.
All we need to
If
do
a listed
is...
spot is already occupied, spawn an enemy next to it, 4 exit tokens, 2 portrait figures, 2 gunner figures, all player characters except Rosie. They assumed Rosie died, I guess.
No,
Must
Rosie...
be standing on exit tokens.
Rosie comes with me if we're
Then
there.
open 906. We gotta get there.
We're so close.
I can't get there. Or it's gonna take forever. I have 3 movement. I used 1 to jump on here. 2, 3.
Yeah?
I'm making my way towards you.
I'm knocked
1, 2,
out.
3.
This is gone.
I'm using my chain against that
I'm
one.
I love that the game just updated and we're still freaking
Okay.
in the middle of it. I'm
No.
firing my gun at the
I
dog.
missed.
Dog is still there. God, I need help.
I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna exploit. Ready a weapon. Use it to attack. Oh, he's not moving. Okay. I used all my movements.
Okay,
I'm
that's me as well.
Everything's gonna move towards us.
Yeah, this guy is going to step back here. This guy is going to step forward. So purple is going to go ahead and swing at me.
You roll green
swinging
die.
with a green. Green is going to connect, swinging with a orange.
Miss. So you're 1
so
damage.
1 hit. The next one is going to swing at me. Miss.
Okay.
Perfect. Now the gunners. Gunner is going to target me. I'm behind cover, so swinging with a yellow.
Miss.
Miss. This gunner, same deal, and I'm still behind cover even for him. Yellow, let's dodge it. Dodge. That gunner.
You're still behind from him.
Now this gunner is going to move up to find cover.
Okay.
This gunner already has cover. This gunner...
Can't reach it.
This gunner is going to fire. Hitting on a yellow.
Miss.
Okay, and then he is going to...
Which one?
And this guy is, 0 to 4, so we're still okay. He is going to move to the closest cover, so he's going to start moving forward.
Okay.
Then
The dogs.
That dog is going to target me. I need this dog to not get me. That's Caddy.
Cocked.
Okay.
Still a hit.
I'm back to being immobilized. I'm surrounded.
You have to take a damage as well.
Yes, I'm surrounded by people that are going to immobilize me.
You need to get out of there.
Yeah, tell me about it. Some of the stunts, like switching places with abilities and stuff like that, are major
Which
now.
dog did you roll for? There's 3 dogs on the table.
So
move the other dogs.
1, 2, 1, 2. Neither of those dogs are going to be able to do anything.
Alright, I do my 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to clobber these guys.
Who are we trying to kill? Like,
All of them. That's 1, pull him towards me, deal him 2 damage. 2 purple bashing. Purple bashing.
have we not done any damage to him yet?
No. He's been hiding in this room.
Okay.
He's still on the board. Right there.
Oh, is he? Okay, he's right next to me.
2
I thought he
damage.
was dead already. I was like, I
No.
killed him. I must have.
No. And then I'm going to use my bat and roll it against him. Another damage.
I'm going to attack the
over here.
red bashing guy.
And that's it I can do. You missed.
For a blank. Gun's already used. Rosie isn't here. I got no movement points. I am running out of things to do.
Alright.
I'm running out of actions. I thought we had this.
No, you're stuck.
I'm in a bad spot.
I have no weapons. There was no, upgraded, nothing to get more stuff.
Yeah, this was just
No
a hive.
loot.
This is just a hive's nest.
Okay.
We should have taken in some other characters, I think, or something, because this is... I mean, I like that this is challenging, though.
Alright, they take actions. So, he's gonna, I think, turn and deal with me now.
Have him face you. Well, he's going to attack the lowest health, which is me.
Okay,
Yeah, that's how the rule goes. It is not forgiving.
go for it. Roll
Okay.
dice against yourself.
He's going to clobber me.
Green die.
Miss. Hit.
Hit.
That's it. That's it for me.
You're knocked down.
Yep, so go ahead and keep resolving. I'm going to check what happens if
Do
we
they
make
target me now?
it. Yeah. They
So,
treat me like an obstacle.
He would roll on 1, 2. The red one goes 1, 2. Target. Move towards target. Target if able. Roll a green die against me. He misses. All right. Then these guys go. They're gonna shoot.
Yeah. If all players are knocked out at the same time, your team is defeated. Start the scene again from its initial setup, removing all loot and other resources acquired in this last scene. Shuffle them back into their respective decks.
Can he reach me?
No. There is, I think, from your base to the middle of your base, there's a solid wall blocking. So he will move to try to target you.
Will he?
Yeah.
That's what these guys do? Target, attack if able? No, he just targets. The closest player, attack, target if able. He doesn't move.
Okay, cool.
'Cause he has full health except for one. Did you shoot a gun at him? How'd he get 1 damage?
Who, the purple one?
Yeah.
He shouldn't have 1 damage. It would have been the other guy that I killed. He must have got slid down there.
These guys are... I don't have cover. They're all gonna shoot at me. Do they have any range to them? Their AKs can shoot across the room?
Yeah, they can.
Okay.
Unless you can knock them out and revive me, we're in a bad spot.
1 hit. I mean, I might die right now. My black die. Okay, 2 damage from the orange guy back there.
Okay.
And the green guy, another 2 damage. I'm knocked out.
I like that the second scenario in this first scene is brutal. I think we take another swing at this, because that's what you do. You'd set up and keep going.
Yeah.
Take another swing at the puzzle? What do you say?
I don't think it's possible.
Oh, it's totally possible. I'm going to use a different character as well.
And what happens? We revive or we restart completely?
No, we revive. We'll reset at 0.
We're going to do it in another episode.
There's a question that we might have healed before starting this one. I'm not entirely sure, but
okay.
But I know if we get knocked out, we reset to 0.
Right.
I'm not sure if you carry that through. So, cool.
We're going to reset and take this in another episode. Thank you all for watching. Whatever the case, whatever you do, remember to do the important thing. Get out and play some games. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Bye.